All right, so welcome back, everyone, for another deep dive.
Excited to be here.
Today, we're diving into Rust,
Ooh.
the online survival game that just keeps going and going and going.
Right.
We've got this developer blog post celebrating 11 years of Rust.
Wow, 11 years.
And some pretty crazy stats about the game.
Yeah.
And also some hints at what they're planning for next year.
Cool.
So
let's dive in.
Yeah, let's dive in. So first of all, it's pretty incredible that Rust is still going strong after 11 years, right?
I mean, most games, they kind of have their moment and they fade away, but Rust is just...
Yeah, getting bigger and bigger.
That's right.
Just in 2024 alone, they had over 325 million game sessions.
Really?
Over 40 million hours played.
Wow.
And over 5.5 million unique players.
That's a lot of people playing Rust.
That's a lot of people surviving out in the wilderness.
Yeah.
So speaking of fresh content, they've been busy this year.
Yeah.
They released that World Update 2.0.
Oh, yeah?
Which completely changed the map.
I mean, literally a game changer.
Totally a game changer.
Like you log in and the world's totally different.
Yeah, you have to completely rethink your base location, where you're going for resources, how to avoid other players.
It really kind of changed the whole feel of the game, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. And then there was Road Renegades.
Oh, yeah. Bikes and motorbikes.
Finally, they finally added those.
So fun.
But, you know...
Little dangerous.
A little dangerous, right?
That's more vulnerable.
You're out in the open.
Yeah.
Easy target.
Yeah. But so fun to get around quickly.
Right. It's that risk versus reward.
Total.
Do you risk it for the speed?
Do you risk it? Or do you...
We're going to stick with walking.
Take the slow route.
Yeah, take the slow route, exactly. And then there was the Bags to Riches update.
Oh, yeah.
Which was a huge quality of life improvement.
Huge.
Because, I mean, who hasn't played a survival game?
Right.
And been so frustrated that you can't carry enough stuff.
Oh, I'm constantly running out of inventory space.
Yes. So we finally got backpacks.
Backpacks.
And metal detectors.
Oh, that's so helpful.
To help you find all those resources.
It makes scavenging so much easier.
It really does.
Like before that, it was just pure luck.
Yeah, you just had to...
Stumbling around.
Yeah, hope that you find something.
Yeah, exactly.
And they've also been listening to player feedback.
Okay.
And making a lot of changes to existing features.
Okay.
Like, remember how dark the nights used to be?
Oh my God, the nights were so dark.
You couldn't see anything.
You're just stumbling around blindly.
You're like running into trees and rocks, like tripping over everything.
You needed night vision goggles.
Yeah. So they added... with the Lighting the Way update, they added a little area of illumination around the player.
Oh.
So it's not pitch black.
So you can see where you're going.
You can at least see a little bit.
Right.
So it makes it a little less disorienting.
That makes sense.
At night, yeah.
Especially when you're first starting out.
Yeah.
You don't have like any light sources or anything.
Right, you're just kind of out there in the darkness.
Exactly.
And then for the more strategic players out there, they added Seismic Shift.
Oh, yeah, that's a fun one.
Which is a device that detects nearby explosions.
Ooh, so you can anticipate raids?
Yes.
Yes.
Or set traps.
That's
more effectively.
Yeah, adds a whole other layer of strategy to the game.
Yeah, so you have to think about not just brute force, but also like using information.
Being sneaky.
Yeah, exactly. And that's just scratching the surface.
Right.
They've also made over 300 quality of life changes.
Wow.
And added 5 new weapons to the arsenal.
They've been busy.
They have been busy. But hold on to your hats, folks.
Okay.
Because things are going to get even wilder in 2025. They're dropping something called the Primitive Update.
Okay.
On February 6th.
All right.
And it sounds like it's going to completely change the game.
In what way?
Especially the early game.
Interesting. Yeah, the early game can be a little slow.
Yeah, it can be a little bit of a grind.
Right.
So I think they're trying to shake things up.
That makes sense. Make it more exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So imagine a Rust where all the high-tech weaponry you're used to is suddenly scarce.
Oh, interesting.
So you're forced to be creative.
Okay, so we're going back to basics.
Yeah, going back to basics.
Oh.
Think siege towers.
Ooh.
To climb over walls while you're protected.
Nice.
Catapults launching boulders.
Wow.
Or even propane tanks.
Wait, propane tanks?
Over long distances.
That's going to be chaotic.
I know, right?
I can't wait to see that.
And then they've got a ballista.
A ballista? What is that?
It's basically like a really powerful crossbow.
That
can take out structures. And vehicles.
Nice. So it's good for offense?
Yeah, for offense.
Or defense, I guess.
And defense, yeah. And of course, no medieval siege would be complete without a battering ram.
Oh, of course. So do they just, like, run up to the walls and smash it?
This one, you can drive.
Oh, wow.
It's like a vehicle.
So a drivable battering ram.
A drivable battering ram.
That's awesome.
So you can just ram right into people's bases.
That's going to be epic. I can't wait to see the YouTube videos of that.
I know, right? All those battering rams.
People just completely messing it up.
I know. It's going to be great.
Yeah.
So on top of the siege weapons, you've also got shields.
Okay.
A new 4-shot mini crossbow.
Ooh, nice. For some extra firepower.
Yeah, exactly. And a whole bunch of updates.
Okay.
To melee combat.
Nice.
To make it more skill-based.
Okay.
And they've even added horse towing capabilities.
Wait, what?
Yeah. So imagine a horse-drawn battering ram.
Oh, my God.
Crashing through your defenses.
That's going to be incredible. So wait, can you, like, hook the horse up to anything?
I think so.
That's amazing.
It's going to be wild.
Okay.
But if you can't wait until February 6th to experience this primitive update, you can actually jump into the action early.
Oh, really?
On their Rust Staging Auto branch.
Okay.
And give the devs some feedback.
That's cool that they let you test it out early.
Yeah, I think it's really cool
some feedback.
that they involve the community so much.
Yeah, get the players involved.
Yeah, exactly. But the primitive update is just the tip of the iceberg.
Okay, there's more.
There's more.
All right, I'm listening.
They've got even more exciting things planned for 2025.
Okay, lay it on me.
So, first of all, get ready for Cooking 2.0.
Cooking 2.0? What does that even mean?
They're overhauling the whole food system.
Oh, wow.
Introducing new recipes. And even unique food buffs.
So, like, if you eat a certain food, it gives you a special ability?
Yeah, it's a special ability or bonus.
That's really cool.
Yeah, I think it's a great idea.
Yeah.
So, looks like we're going to have to brush up on our culinary skills.
Yeah, better get practicing.
If we want to survive the new year.
Yeah. So what else is coming?
All right, you ready for this?
Yeah.
They're adding a whole new jungle biome.
A jungle biome? Oh, wow.
To the map.
Okay, so that means...
It'll be teeming.
New environments, new...
With dangerous creatures.
Resources, yeah.
Like crocodiles and tigers.
Crocodiles and tigers, oh my God.
So those swamps...
Right.
Might start looking a lot safer.
Yeah, the swamps are going to feel like a walk in the park.
Compared to what's lurking in the jungle?
Compared to the jungle? Oh, man, I am not ready for that.
Yeah, no, it's going to be intense. And they're not stopping there.
Okay.
They're also planning some big changes to softcore and hardcore game modes.
Ooh, interesting.
But we'll save those details.
All right, we'll have to wait for those.
Yes, you'll have to wait for those.
Okay, I'm on the edge of my seat.
But before we dive into those game mode changes, let's address the elephant in the room.
Okay, what's that?
The things that keep even veteran players up at night.
All right, so what are we talking about? Like...
Performance issues.
Right, performative.
Need for love for older content.
Okay, yeah.
And of course, the ever-present issue.
Then cheaters. Yes, cheating.
Yeah, those are definitely hot topics in any online game.
Absolutely.
Especially one as popular as Rust.
Yeah, for sure.
So how are the developers tackling these challenges?
Well, on the performance front, they're not just making empty promises.
Okay.
They've been consistently working on optimization.
Okay.
And they've even hired dedicated performance staff.
Really? Dedicated performance staff?
Yeah, to tackle those pesky frame rate drops and server lags.
Okay, so they're really putting their money where their mouth is.
They are. They're taking it seriously.
Okay, good. But what about all that older content?
Yeah.
That might be feeling a little neglected.
Right, like some of the older areas of the map.
Yeah, or older items.
Or mechanics.
Yeah.
That maybe haven't gotten as much attention.
Yeah. Are there any plans to give those things a fresh coat of paint?
They actually have.
Really?
They've carved out time in their roadmap specifically for revisiting and revamping older content.
Okay, that's good to hear.
Yeah, so it's not just about adding shiny new toys. It's also about making sure everything feels relevant and engaging.
Okay, that's good to hear.
Yeah.
But let's be honest, the biggest headache for any online game is cheaters.
The cheaters.
Right.
Yeah.
So what's the plan of attack on that front?
Well, they're taking a multifaceted approach.
Okay.
Combining, cutting-edge anti-cheat software with some clever tactics.
Okay.
They're working closely with easy anti-cheat.
Right.
But they also have this kind of like obscurity strategy.
Obscurity. What does that mean?
So basically, they keep some of their anti-cheat measures under wraps.
Oh, interesting.
So cheaters can't easily figure out how to bypass them.
So it's like a top secret mission.
Exactly. It's all very hush-hush.
To take down the cheaters.
Yeah, they can't reveal all their secrets.
Right.
Got to stay one step ahead.
So is it actually working?
It seems to be. They've issued over 290,000 bans
Really?
in the past year alone.
Wow.
And most cheaters get the boot within 10 hours of playtime.
10 hours. Wow.
Yeah, so they're pretty quick on the draw.
So if you're thinking about cheating in Rust, think again.
Yeah, don't even try it.
Because they're watching.
They're watching.
But they're not just relying on reactive measures, are they?
No, they've got some preventative measures in place as well.
Like what?
Well, for example, they've introduced something called server-side player culling.
Server-side player culling. That sounds complicated.
It's actually pretty simple.
Yeah.
Basically, if you're hidden behind an obstacle...
Okay. Your information isn't sent to other players.
Oh, interesting.
So, like ESP cheats where people can see through walls,
Yeah.
It makes it much harder for them to get an unfair advantage.
Ah, so it's like using the game's own mechanics to outsmart the cheater.
Exactly. It's pretty clever, right?
It's very clever, yeah. But they're also exploring some more controversial options.
They are, yeah.
Right, like premium servers.
Yes.
With a minimum Steam inventory value to enter.
Right, so you have to have spent a certain amount of money
Yeah.
on Steam to even play on those servers.
Yeah, that's a pretty bold move.
It is, yeah.
What's the thinking behind that?
Well, the idea is that cheaters often use, cheap or stolen accounts.
Right.
So this could potentially weed out a significant portion of them.
Okay, so it's like a barrier to entry.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Make it harder for them to just create a new account and start cheating.
But wouldn't that make the game less accessible?
That's the big question.
And the developers are, they're very aware of that concern.
Right.
And they're actively seeking feedback from the community.
Okay, good.
They want to make sure that any changes they make benefit the entire player base.
Right.
Not just a select few.
It's good that they're being so careful about it.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's a sensitive issue.
Yeah, it is.
But, it's clear that they really care about the community and the health of the game.
It's amazing to see how Rust has managed to stay relevant.
I know, right?
And engaging after all these years.
11 years is a long time.
It is a long time for a game.
Especially in the world of online gaming.
Yeah, things change so quickly.
They do, yeah.
But Rust just keeps evolving.
It does, and it keeps getting better.
Yeah. And the numbers really speak for themselves.
Okay, what kind of numbers are we talking about?
Over 1,300 cheat-related media takedowns.
Wow.
Over 12 million cheat reports received.
That's a lot of reports.
And countless hours poured into development.
It really shows their commitment.
It does. And speaking of dedication, there's something you should know.
Okay.
If you're a Twitch fan.
All right, I'm listening.
There's a Twitch Drops promotion happening right now.
Ooh, Twitch Drops.
Where you can get some cool in-game loot.
Nice.
Just for watching Rust streams.
Okay, that's cool.
But act fast.
Okay.
Because it ends on January 6th.
So you better hurry up and get those drops.
Exactly. So before we wrap up this first part of our deep dive, let's just take a moment to appreciate just how impactful Rust has become.
Yeah, it's really more than just a game at this point.
It's a cultural phenomenon.
It is, yeah.
Think about all the memes, the YouTube videos.
The streamers
who've built entire careers around Rust.
It's incredible.
It is. And the creativity on display in the game is mind-blowing.
People are building some amazing stuff.
People are building these elaborate bases.
I know.
Intricate traps that are works of art.
Yeah, it's like architecture and engineering.
Yeah, it's incredible. So I'm curious.
Okay.
What do you think will be the most impactful change?
That's a tough one.
Coming to Rust in 2025.
There's so much cool stuff coming.
Is it the primitive update?
It's hard to choose.
With its chaotic siege warfare.
I mean, the siege weapons sound amazing.
Yeah, or maybe the new jungle biome.
Right. But crocodiles and tigers, that's scary.
And the terrifying creatures that await.
I don't know.
It's a tough choice.
It is. I'm excited for all of it.
Me too. Let us know what you think.
Yeah, what are you most looking forward to?
In the comments below.
Tell us what you think.
And we'll be back soon
to
continue our exploration
I can't wait.
of this ever-evolving game.
It's going to be an exciting year for Rust.
It is.
That's for sure.
All right, we'll see you next time.
See you later. It's crazy to think how many different kinds of players Rust attracts,
Yeah, totally. You've got your hardcore PvP folks.
Right. The ones who live for the raid.
Who live for the thrill of it all.
Yeah.
Then you've got your master builders.
The architects, the engineers.
Building these incredible fortresses.
Right.
And then you've got the folks who just love the challenge of surviving in this crazy world.
It's like a choose your own adventure. Apocalypse.
There's something for everyone.
It really is.
And they just keep adding more stuff to cater to all those different play styles.
Like those changes coming to softcore and hardcore.
Right.
We'll get to those in a bit.
Okay.
But first, I want to circle back to something we touched on earlier.
Yeah.
That whole anti-cheat situation.
Oh, yeah, the cheaters.
It's a big deal.
It's a huge
for any online game.
Absolutely.
And it seems like the Rust devs are really taking it seriously.
They are, yeah.
What I find so interesting is their commitment to transparency.
Right. Like they're
even with something
as sensitive as security.
Being open about it.
They could just say, we're using anti-cheat software. Trust us.
Right.
But they actually go into detail about their approach.
Which I appreciate.
Yeah, like that server-side player culling thing.
Oh, yeah, that was a clever one.
That's some next-level thinking.
Yeah, I was impressed by that.
For those who aren't familiar, it basically prevents players using ESP cheats.
The wall hack.
Yeah, the wall hacks.
Yeah.
From seeing through walls.
Right.
They can't get that unfair advantage.
Yeah, so smart.
So they're limiting the information shared between players.
Yeah, so sneaky.
But without having to reveal all their anti-cheat secrets.
They can keep some of their cards close to the vest.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But then there's the idea of premium servers.
Ooh. Yeah, that one's controversial.
With a minimum Steam inventory value to enter.
Yeah, you got to spend some money to get on those servers.
That seems pretty controversial.
Yeah, I can see both sides of it.
Yeah, me too.
On the one hand, it could be really effective at deterring cheaters.
Right, because
cheaters are usually using cheap or stolen accounts.
Right.
But on the other hand, it raises concerns about pay to win.
Right, and excluding like legitimate players who haven't spent a lot of money on Steam.
Exactly.
So it's a tough one.
It's a tough balancing act.
It is.
So how do the developers address that concern?
Well, that's why they're being so cautious.
Okay.
And they're actively seeking feedback from the community.
Yeah.
They're very aware of the potential downsides.
Yeah.
And they want to make sure that any changes they make benefit everyone.
Right.
Not just a select few.
It's good that they're having that open dialogue.
It is.
Yeah, with the players.
It feels like a true collaboration.
It really does.
Yeah.
And it speaks to the strength
of the Rust community.
Yeah, I think that's one of the things that makes Rust so special.
It's not just a bunch of individuals playing a game.
It's a real community.
It's a collective.
Yeah.
Working together to make the experience better.
Working together
for everyone.
To make it better.
Yeah. You see that in the sheer volume of cheat reports they receive.
Over 12
million.
That's insane.
It's a lot of people.
It shows how invested the players are in keeping the game fair.
Exactly. But let's be real.
Yeah.
Defining cheating in a game like Rust isn't always black and white.
It's a gray area sometimes.
It is.
Yeah.
Like, where do you draw the line between clever play?
Right. Using the game mechanics to your advantage.
And just outright cheating.
Yeah, where's that line?
It's tough.
Yeah.
Is it cheating to use a glitch
in
the game's code?
To your advantage, yeah.
Yeah, what about exploiting a loophole? Ooh, yeah, in the rules.
That's a tough one.
I know, right?
Yeah, those are the kind of questions that keep gamers up at night.
And fuel endless debates.
Right, on the forums.
Yeah, exactly. And it often comes down to a matter of interpretation.
Yeah.
And community consensus.
Right. What's considered cheating on one server might be totally fine on another.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's part of what makes Rust so unique.
It is, yeah.
It challenges those notions of fairness and sportsmanship.
It's like the Wild West of gaming.
It really is.
Yeah.
You have to constantly be on your guard.
Yeah, you never know what's going to happen.
And adapt to the ever-changing landscape.
Always got to be ready.
But amidst all the chaos and the competition, there's also this incredible sense of camaraderie and collaboration.
Absolutely. You see that a lot.
You do.
Yeah.
Think about all the amazing
things people build.
Bases players build.
Yeah, it's incredible.
The intricate traps they design.
Right.
Those daring raids they pull off.
The creativity is mind-blowing.
It's a testament to the human spirit.
It is.
Of ingenuity and adaptability.
Yeah, when faced with this harsh, unforgiving world, people come together. They create, they innovate, they overcome.
And the artistry that goes into some of these creations is mind-blowing.
Yeah, some of these bases look...
I know, right?
They belong in an architecture magazine.
They're like works of art.
It's crazy.
It's incredible.
The beautiful thing.
And speaking of creativity,
yeah,
we can't overlook the massive cultural impact that Rust has had.
Yeah, it's gone way beyond just a game.
This isn't just a game.
Yeah.
This is a phenomenon.
It's a phenomenon, yeah.
You see it everywhere.
Everywhere.
Memes,
YouTube videos, Twitch streams, even real-world fashion.
People are dressing up like, I know. It's become part of the lexicon.
Rust characters.
Remember that door camper meme?
Oh, yeah, classic.
It went viral.
I know, it's so fun.
And the number of content creators who have built entire careers around Rust is staggering.
I know, it's amazing.
It's incredible.
It really is.
It shows the power of Rust.
It does.
To capture the imagination.
Yeah, it provides a unique platform for storytelling, for showcasing human ingenuity and folly, and for exploring social dynamics.
It's like a social experiment.
It is,
unfolding in real time.
Yeah, you never know what's going to happen.
Players are constantly
alliances, betrayal,
negotiating alliances, betrayal,
power struggle. It's all there.
It's unpredictable.
Yeah,
you never know.
I never know
what's going to happen next,
which is what keeps it so exciting.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And with those big updates planned for 2025.
Oh, yeah.
The primitive update.
With the siege weapons?
With the siege warfare.
And the jungle.
The new jungle biome.
Yeah, it's going to be wild.
The future of Rust.
Yeah.
Looks anything but predictable.
I can't wait to see what they come up with next.
Me too.
It's going to be awesome.
So, speaking of the primitive update.
Yeah.
Let's break down those changes.
Okay.
Coming to softcore and hardcore game modes.
All right. Let's dive in.
A lot of folks are curious about it.
Yeah, I know. People have been asking about it.
Yeah, so for those who aren't familiar, softcore mode offers a slightly more forgiving Rust experience.
It's a little more relaxed.
Yeah, it features things like team limits, blueprints that persist after death.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, and even a safe zone where PvP is disabled.
So you can just chill out.
Yeah, you can just relax, build, explore.
Without the
constant threat of getting raided or killed. So it's a good entry point.
Right, for newer players.
For newer players, or those who just want a less intense Rust experience.
Like if you just want to build cool stuff and not worry about getting blown up all the time.
Exactly.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But don't let the name fool you.
Right.
Softcore can still be...
It's still Rust.
Quite challenging.
Yeah.
You still need to gather resources.
Survive.
Craft items, defend your base from environmental threats.
The elements.
Yeah, the elements.
And the occasional hostile player.
And the occasional, bandit.
Right.
Who wanders into the safe zone.
Yeah, you never know who you're going to run into.
So what's changing with softcore?
Okay, so what are they doing?
In the primitive updates?
Yeah, what are they adding?
Well, they're adding some new features to enhance
the
social aspect of the game mode.
Oh, interesting.
They're introducing a reputation system.
A reputation system.
Yeah, so players can earn positive or negative reputation points based on their actions.
So like if you're helpful.
Yeah, if you're helpful and cooperative. You build a good reputation.
You get good boy points.
Good boy points.
I like it.
And you might find it easier to form alliances and trade with others.
Makes sense.
But if you're a known rager or troublemaker,
you're going to get a bad reputation.
You might find yourself ostracized.
Nobody's going to want to trade with you.
From the community.
Yeah.
You're like, stay away from that guy.
Stay away. Exactly. So it adds another layer of strategic thinking to the game.
Yeah.
You have to consider,
yet I think long term,
the consequences of your actions.
Right.
And how they might affect your reputation.
If you want to make friends, you got to be nice.
Exactly. It encourages players to think about the long-term impact of their choices.
Right.
And it fosters a more
community-driven environment.
That's cool.
Yeah, I think it's a really cool idea.
Yeah, it sounds interesting.
And that's not all.
Oh, there's more.
They're also implementing a new in-game currency system.
Oh, okay.
Specifically for softcore mode.
All right.
So this currency will be earned through completing tasks and challenges and can be used to purchase unique items and blueprints.
Oh, that's cool.
So it adds another layer of progression and gives players a way to specialize their gameplay.
So you can really focus on what you want to do.
Yeah, exactly.
That's awesome.
So softcore is getting a lot of love.
Yeah, sounds like it.
In the primitive update.
Yeah.
But what about hardcore mode?
Oh, yeah. Hardcore.
For those who aren't familiar, hardcore mode is like Rust.
It's like Rust on
steroids.
Yeah.
It strips away a lot of the safety nets found in softcore.
Yeah.
Making for a much more brutal
and unforgiving experience.
It's hardcore.
For a reason.
There are no team limits.
Okay.
Blueprints are lost on death.
Oh, that's rough.
And there's no safe zone.
It's all-out war 24/7.
It is. It's a constant
you gotta be
battle for survival.
All the time.
So it's really for those who crave
the most intense.
The most intense and challenging.
The most hardcore.
Rust experience.
Yeah. The ones who thrive on the thrill of high-stakes PvP.
Yeah, and the constant threat of danger.
Exactly.
So with the primitive update, what's changing with hardcore?
Yeah, are they making it even harder?
Well, they're making it even harder.
Oh my God, what are they doing?
They're not exactly making it easier.
Okay.
But rather than adding new features, they're focusing on refining the existing hardcore experience.
So they're just making it more hardcore.
Yeah, they're leaning into it.
Okay.
They're making some adjustments.
Okay.
To the loot table, making it even more challenging.
So harder to find good loot.
To find high-tier weapons and gear.
Oh, that's going to be rough.
Yeah.
That's going to be tough.
And they're also tweaking the environmental hazards, making them more frequent.
So more danger from the environment.
And unpredictable.
Oh my God, it's going to be brutal.
So it sounds like they're really
doubling down.
Leaning into that sense of danger.
Hardcore is going to be hardcore.
And unpredictability.
Yeah.
That hardcore mode is known for.
Exactly. That's what people want.
Yeah, exactly. But they are adding some new challenges and events.
Oh.
Specifically for hardcore servers.
Right.
Designed to push even the most experienced players.
So like end game content.
To their limits.
For the hardcore players.
Yeah.
That's cool.
They're keeping the specifics under wraps for now.
Oh, they're being secretive.
But it's safe to say that things are about to get...
It's going to be intense.
Even more intense.
Yeah.
In the world of Rust hardcore.
I can't wait to see it.
Me too. It sounds like they're pulling out all the stops.
They're going all out.
To make 2025 a year to remember.
It's going to be a good year for Rust.
For Rust players.
Yeah, that's for sure.
But with all these changes and additions, I have to wonder how they manage to keep everything balanced.
Yeah, it's got to be tough.
And engaging.
To keep it fair.
It's got to be like walking a tightrope.
It is, yeah. Balancing a game as complex as Rust?
Yeah.
Especially with so many different types of players.
Yeah, with different play styles.
Yeah, it's a monumental task.
It really is.
But you know what I find so impressive?
Yeah.
Is their willingness to experiment.
Right.
To try new things.
Yeah.
To constantly iterate.
Yeah.
Based on player feedback.
Yeah.
They're not afraid to make big changes.
Yeah.
But they're also careful to listen to the community.
Yeah.
And make adjustments as needed.
And I think that's what sets Rust apart.
It does.
It's that collaborative spirit.
It's a true collaboration.
Yeah, between the developers and the players.
It's not just a game, it's a community.
It's a community.
Yeah.
It's a shared experience.
Working together.
Where everyone works together to shape the world.
To shape the world.
We inhabit.
Yeah, I love that.
And that sense of community
it's special.
Is what makes Rust so special.
Yeah, it really is.
It's a place where you can find...
You can find everything in Rust.
Fierce competition.
Yeah.
Heart-pounding action.
The highs, the lows.
And moments of genuine camaraderie.
The friendships, the betrayals.
Yeah.
It's all there.
It's a world where you can be anyone.
Yeah.
You want to
be yourself.
Build anything you can imagine.
Express yourself.
And experience the thrill of survival.
In a way that few other games can offer.
In a way that few other games can offer.
Yeah. It's truly unique.
And as we wrap up this part of our deep dive into Rust, I want to leave you, our listeners, with a question to ponder.
All right, I'm ready.
What do you think is the most essential element that keeps a game like Rust thriving after all these years?
11 years and still going strong.
Is it the constant evolution?
It could be.
The passionate community?
Yeah, that's a big part of it.
The freedom of choice.
The freedom, for sure.
The sheer thrill of survival.
That's a good one.
Share your thoughts.
Let us know what you think.
In the comments below.
Yeah, we want to hear from you.
And we'll be back soon.
We'll be back.
To continue exploring.
To explore more of Rust.
The ever-evolving world of Rust.
All right, see you then.
It's definitely a game that demands a certain level of commitment.
Yeah, it's not for the casual gamer.
You really gotta.
You gotta be all in.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta be ready to put in the time.
Yeah.
And the effort.
And the effort, the tears.
Yeah, and the tears sometimes.
Your tear.
To really get the most out of it.
But it's so rewarding.
It is rewarding.
When you finally get that big raid, or you finally craft that weapon.
Add to your weapon.
Yeah, you've been working towards. It's like, yes, I did it.
It's such a good feeling.
Yeah.
And the level of freedom you get in Rust.
Oh my God, the freedom is incredible.
It's really unlike anything else.
You can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
You can be whoever you want.
You're not confined to a linear storyline.
It's a sandbox.
Or a set of predetermined objectives.
You make your own fun.
You're really forging your own path.
Yeah.
Writing your own story.
It's awesome.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
And it's so empowering.
It is. It really is.
Because you're not just playing the game.
Yeah.
You're living it.
You're experiencing
You're experiencing it.
Yep.
In a way that's so visceral.
It gets your heart racing.
And unforgettable.
Yeah.
It's like a digital survival boot camp.
It is. You learn so much.
You learn so much.
About resource management, about strategy.
About teamwork.
Yeah, cooperation.
Yeah.
Even betrayal sometimes.
Yeah, unfortunately.
But that's life, right?
That's Rust.
That's Rust.
And even though the game is constantly evolving.
Right. Always changing.
Always changing.
New updates, new features.
The core principles of Rust remain timeless.
Yeah, those never change.
That struggle for survival.
Yeah.
The drive to create.
Yeah.
The interplay.
Yeah.
Of cooperation.
Right.
And competition.
You need both to survive.
These are all fundamental human experiences.
Yeah, it's like a reflection of real life.
It really is.
Yeah.
It's like the game holds a mirror up to ourselves, showing us the best and the worst.
The good and the bad.
Of humanity.
Yeah.
We see these incredible acts of kindness.
Right.
And collaboration.
People helping each other out.
But then we also see ruthless betrayal.
Yeah.
And cutthroat competition.
It's a wild world out there.
It is. It's like a microcosm of society.
Yeah.
Where the stakes are high.
Yeah, the stakes are high.
And the consequences.
And consequences are real.
Are real.
Yeah, you die in Rust.
You lose all your stuff.
You lose everything.
It's a tough lesson to learn.
It is, but it's a valuable one.
It is a valuable one.
Yeah.
And that's what makes Rust so compelling.
It keeps you coming back for more.
It's more than just a game.
It is.
It's a social experiment.
It really is.
It's a reflection of who we are.
Yeah.
It's a testament.
To our capacity.
To our capacity for both good and evil.
The good, the bad, and the ugly.
And it just keeps captivating.
Yeah.
Millions of players.
All over the world.
Worldwide.
Yeah.
Who are drawn to its unique blend.
Yeah.
Of challenge.
Of challenge, freedom. And social interaction.
And community.
Yeah.
It's all there.
It's a game that constantly surprises you.
You never know what's going to happen.
Keeps you on your toes.
Yeah.
And forces you to adapt.
You got to be adaptable.
And with the developers, unwavering commitment
Yeah.
to innovation
Yeah.
and community feedback.
They're always listening.
It's clear that Rust has many more years.
Yeah, it's going to be around for a while.
Of evolution
Yeah.
and excitement ahead.
So if you're looking for a game
Yeah.
that will test you,
Yeah.
that will challenge you,
Yeah.
that will immerse you
Yeah.
in a world of endless possibilities.
Yeah.
Rust is waiting.
Rust is the game for you.
Yeah.
And who knows, maybe we'll cross paths
Yeah.
in the Rust wilderness someday.
Maybe we'll run into each other.
Until then,
Yeah.
keep exploring.
Keep exploring.
Keep creating.
Keep creating.
And keep surviving.
And keep surviving.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive
Yeah. Thanks for listening.
into the world of Rust.
We'll see you next time.
See you next time.